enthusiasts, how you doing?
Hey mini enthusiasts, how you doing? Welcome back. I hope you're all well and I hope you're having a great day. So that was a bit of a fun intro from Will Murfitt there. Will popped down over the weekend. He'd been down to Goodwood Festival of Speed, so it was great to catch up with Will, and he's doing a little video on his channel on my TVR, so check that out when that video comes out. In today's video, I'm not actually working on one of my cars, I'm helping out one of you subscribers. So Graham, the guy that kindly donated the 12G295 head to me for the Super City build, is fitting an AFR gauge in his car and he needs the Boss welding into the exhaust manifold. So I thought it'd make a nice little video. So that's coming up. And we're going to do a bit of a radical modification to the Mini, so keep tuned for that. It is a relatively short one on the technical side today, so please stay tuned at the end. It's that time of year actually where I'm out doing shows more than I am fixing up the cars, and I've done a little fantastic classic car show that's literally half a mile from my house. So I actually took the TVR and the Mini. I drove them both there. I drove down there, walked back, and then bought the other car and then done the same on the way coming home as well. So that's a fantastic little car show. Check it out. Some cars you don't usually see at shows like that. And this time of year, like I say, I struggle for content. So yeah, hopefully I can help Graham out, get his exhaust done. And yeah, please do watch all the video and check out some of those interesting classic cars at the end. So without further ado, let's get stuck into it. Right then, first little job for today. I thought I would just freshen things under the bonnet a little bit and fit a nice alloy rocker cover. Oh damn, that doesn't quite fit. I'm only joking, that's a rocker cover for my TVR. Fancied a nice red one, that will at least give it another 50 brake horsepower. But it is quite funny just how big that is. I mean, that takes up the whole engine bay. So you definitely can't fit TVR Speed 6 engine in a Mini. I've tried it. Okay, right, less messing around and let's get this AFR sensor boss fitted for Graham. Right, so just in case any of you were interested, we're going to be fitting an O2 sensor or a UAGO sensor, oxygen sensor, whatever you want to call it, bung into this exhaust manifold. So this is a Maniflow, I think they call it a Cooper Freeflow manifold. It's from Mini Sport, made by Maniflow. First thing you've got to do, get yourself a step drill, drill it out to the required size so the bung fits in the hole. And then what I found I needed to do, first off, the sensor needs to be angled. So we need about a 10-degree angle like that. So just drill the hole, place it in, get yourself a nice big hammer, give it a couple of whacks. That will get you the angle nicely, and then all we need to do is weld in this boss now. This is exactly 2 inches from the edge to edge, so that gives you enough to be able to slide the intermediate pipe on, and it needs to be close enough to the top of this manifold to keep hot. Ideally no joins beforehand where it can suck in air. So there are no joins in this style setup, and that actually marries up nicely with a hole in the subframe where you can run the wires through. So all we need to do now is weld that boss on, and then all I would then suggest doing is go up the inside with a Dremel or something like that and just make sure you haven't got any big bits of weld or anything sticking out on the inside. And there we go, that's all done now. Like I say, important just to check down inside that we've not got any excess weld inside there, clean off any burrs. Welding on this a little bit better than when I've done it on my one. But like I say, the most important thing is to make sure there's no pinholes in there that are gonna let gases escape, or it can have like a Venturi effect sometimes and suck air in. I've just cleaned up the end just for the intermediate pipe to go on, and I've just put some high temperature paint on there really just to stop it immediately corroding. From what I've found with high temperature paints in the past, they never last forever. A few weeks and they start peeling off. So it's just a little bit of protection in the meantime. So I'll get that packaged up and get it sent back to Graham. Now it's worth mentioning, if you are installing this, so you're going to have the manifold sort of that way round, you'll already have the inlet manifold and the air filter off, but you need to weave this down the back of the engine, between the back of the engine and the subframe. I think from memory I sort of went down at that sort of angle, and it just about fitted. Like that bracket on the bottom, you might have to move that around, and actually the boss gets in the way. What you might have to do is just undo the engine stabiliser bar, and that'll give you a bit of back and forward movement, and just give you a little bit more space round by the drive shafts and the gearbox to weave that bottom end in. But I think I went down at sort of that angle, wiggled it around a bit, twisted it round at the top, and managed to get it in nicely.
Oh, go on, let him have another go at that.
Yeah.
Just get inside.
First of all,